Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the Hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, home of the amazing, the incredible Rosebuds. Junior Travel Team. Now, thank you all for coming out for this fundraiser bout between the Roses and the Buds. Now, they might be wearing opposite colored jerseys, but they are all still fundamentally on the same team. And you all are about to witness some amazing roller derby, because these are incredible skaters. But before you get to watch them skate, just a few things. Please stay on your side of those black bumpers. That is for your safety and the safety of the skaters. Also, while the action is going, please be courteous to your fellow fans. Do not walk in front of everybody. Wait for those 30 seconds in between each jam to go to the restroom, to go to the snack table, to go to merch. Your fellow fans will appreciate you waiting for those breaks in between the jams. And now that we've got that out of the way, put your hands together for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for those fine folks in the black and the white, because that team's important too, the officials on skates and off. And now, give it up for the Rosebuds. Toe Furious, who you got?
Thank you, Puns. As always, it is my honor to bring to you the squad wearing the white jerseys this afternoon. Put your hands together for the Buds in white. Wearing 087 Jawbreaker. 105 Pancakes. Wearing 12 Cherry Bomb. 15 So Feisty. Wearing 17 Maisie Scar. 199 Slaughtermelon. Wearing number 21, your captain, Lucky Harms. 220 Nicotine Kills. Wearing 222 LL Cool Slade. Number 25, Rolling Thunder. 314 is Elbow Bell. 321 Spitfire. Number 46 is Donna Dangerous. 496 a Saltwater Taffy. 515 Cannonball. Wearing 51 Nessie. 5-6 is Ludini. 6-4, Adri, Hell on Wheels. 8-1-9, Kill Pickle. And this round them up for the white squad. 8-6-7 is Teen Titan. Put your hands together for the Buds in white.
Thank you so much, Show Furious, and it is my pleasure to call out the team in purple, the Roses. Starting out with number 1, it's Frostbite. Number 101, TNT. Number 14, Strawberry Short Fuse. Number 149, Avery Phylactic Shock. Number 177 is Havoc. Number 19, Gwen Reaper. Number 327, Captain Scooby Doom. Number 357, Billy Fiend. Number 408, Zoe Diggity. Number 49, it's Sherbert. Number 503, Scar. Number 52, Madness. Number 606, Row, Wreck Your Bout. Number 612, Mystery Machine. Number 7 is Vi. Number 701, Skinny. Number 808, Snapdragon. Number 88, Decoy. And number 900, Fizzgig. Give it up for your team in purple, the Roses.
All right. Welcome to the hangar. A beautiful afternoon here in Portland.
All right, welcome in. My name is Puns and Roses. I am your stream announcer. Thank you for watching. Feel free to drop where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in the chat. I will do my best to respond. This should be a great game. Last year we had a 1-point game between the Roses and the Buds. Not sure that we can top that this year. Not sure how you top a 1-point game, but yeah, here we go. That looks to be Spitfire. And I'm trying to see, that is Zoe Diggity. So Spitfire gets lead jammer for the Buds. Zoe Diggity still looking for an outlet. Comes Spitfire on a scoring pass. Pack extending. And long recycle there behind. That was the Captain Lucky Harms. And Spitfire in for a second scoring pass. There goes Zoe Diggity on the inside of the track, through on the initial. Pack speeding up. We got a fast pack. There is the call off. 0 points. Spitfire did pass a Roses skater, but that skater was out of bounds and thus out of play, which does not count. Or, never mind. So Spitfire did pass live skaters, which means the out-of-player skater then does count. Good times. All right, here we go. Who do we got? Ludini blasting through the pack. Credit, though, to the offense, creating lanes. Avery Phylactic Shock getting recycled behind 314. That was Elbow Bell. And, oh, TNT, great face-up blocking there. TNT great at that sort of blocking. Our Jam line, sponsored by Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast. Next up, that is Vi in the purple, Adri Hell on Wheels in the white. Adri Hell on Wheels up to the front of the pack. Skinny Madness holding on. Vi, one to beat. Vi is your lead jammer. And we've got a power jam. Adri Hell on Wheels sent to the box on an illegal contact penalty. So the Roses have caught a goat for a little bit. And here come the Roses with the offense, clearing that outside lane. One to beat, but that one is Jawbreaker. Good effort there from Jawbreaker. And Vi coming in on another scoring pass. And we've got a force out there. Adri Hell on Wheels is out of the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. That was a force out by Madness. Now joined at the back of the pack by Skinny. There's Scar joining with Skinny. That was good offense there from Mazzy Star. And Vi with a call off. 15 points on that jam, and we have a lead change. Oh, all right, Christian Van Slyke. Havoc's mom watching from Texas. All right. And, oh, Judy Murphy watching a saltwater taffy from New Zealand. All right, you are winning the furthest away award. That is Rolling Thunder in the white up against Mystery Machine in the purple. Rolling Thunder looks for the outside lane. Finds Scooby Doom. Okay, I like the fact they've got Scooby Doom and Mystery Machine on the same team. Not gonna lie, that makes me happy. Frostbite with the offense at the back, trying to spring Mystery Machine. Rolling Thunder able to escape. Rolling Thunder coming into the back of the pack. Good defense, nowhere to go. Kill Pickle extending the pack with that bridge. Lucky Harms directing traffic. Mystery Machine pushing forward into Nicotine Kills and somebody else that I can't see at the moment. Is that 15? That is 15. That is so feisty. Feisty has apparently learned some excellent blocking skills from her siblings. I suppose if you have to compete with Gangster and Willow for that last cereal bowl to get your breakfast, you've got to learn to be good at blocking people out. So that is a very long pack at the front. I'm feeling very sorry for Mystery Machine. Feisty finally has to let Mystery Machine go. But great defense at the back of the pack. Rolling Thunder still on that initial Scoring pass. Oh, Mystery Machine coming through, sneaking in. Snagged 4 points to the Buds 3. So that was actually ended up being a point steal on that 2-minute jam. Here we go. Donna Dangerous looks for the outside lane. Oh, you cannot give Donna Dangerous that much space. You can't give Donna Dangerous any space. Strawberry short fuse, looking for an exit, finds it. Oh, Fizgig, good blocking. Joined there by, is that TNT? That is TNT. And Donna Dangerous is through. There is the call off. Donna with 4. Our penalty box brought to you by Rebel Heart Therapy. Therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. Not a whole lot of action for the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Ooh, we have a tie game, 21-21. Robert Smith cheering for Slaughtermelon in Asheville, North Carolina. All right. Slaughtermelon and Row Reccubout. Good force out there by Pancakes. Slaughtermelon forced out behind Madness. Oh, track cut. I think that was Skinny that drew that, although possibly Madness. Both were in on the action there. So Row Reccubout still looking for the exit and finds it. Is your lead jammer. Good off. Oh, wow. Pancakes. Great force out. Slaughtermelon is standing. Slaughtermelon has been released. Frostbite. Skinny holding that back tripod. Who's that at the front? That's Madness directing traffic, directing that back tripod to come up so that Madness can play offense. Great work there by Titan Pancakes and Company. Madness trying to force back Jawbreaker. And Jawbreaker holding the line long enough for Mazzy Star to get there. Wow. Woo! I hope y'all are having a good time. Oh, TNT's Grana watching from Colorado. Welcome as well. Okay, we're going to see Spitfire up against Zo Diggity. One skater for the Buds in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. So Diggity, oh wow, Spitfire blitzing through on the inside lane. So Diggity one to beat, and so Diggity through. So Feisty not able to catch up. Blocker standing in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Good force out by Decoy. And so Diggity quickly through. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear. There's the call off. .187 Killer Pads, exclusive protected gear sponsor of RCR. Often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. So far, only one penalty for the Roses, 5 for the Buds, but it's still early in the game. So that is in the white, 515 Cannonball up against 149 Avery Phylactic Shock. And in case you're wondering, no, it is not possible just to say Cannonball's name normally. For some reason, if you're an announcer, you just have to say Cannonball. And good force out there by Nessie. Nessie with the recycle. LL Cool Slade now joining that front defense, along with the Saltwater Taffy and Nicotine Kills. Multiplayer, that sends Slade to the box. And Fizzgig with a force out on Cannonball. Working at the back with Gwen Reaper. Snapdragon directing that defense. Snapdragon getting an out of play, it looks like. No pack. There's the call off. Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted as best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. Jamming up next, we got Adri Hell on Wheels in the white up against Vi in the purple. Cherry Bomb with the force out on Vi and the recycle. Good catch there by Jawbreaker. Now joined by Elbow Bell. Ella Cool Slate out of the penalty box. Adri Hell on Wheels struggling against the purple defense. Scar and company doing good work there. These are both excellent defenses, as you might imagine. That is tough, tough. All right, Sherbert up there in that front tripod as well. Snapdragon with the bridge. And we are approaching turn 3, a minute in, no lead jammer. And here comes some offense. That is Cherry Bomb looking to blow up that front tripod. No such luck as it quickly reforms. All right, we are 90 seconds in now. We are into turn 3, approaching the top of the second apex. Still nothing going. And Cherry Bomb once again trying to get Adri out. I think we're going to go a full 2 minutes with no lead jammer. Adri Hill on Wheels gets recycled. Madness gets an out of play, I think. Wow, okay. 2 minute jam, no lead jammer. Chloe watching from Florida. I'm sure they wish you were here too, because looks like they are having fun. Okay, here we go. We got Ludini. Ludini getting recycled by Havoc. Good catch there by Havoc. Oh, Mystery Machine up to the front. Mystery Machine is your lead jammer. Good work there by Skinny and Decoy. Oh, good work there by Gwen Reaper. Or no, that was Kill Pickle, I'm sorry. It was Kill Pickle with that force out. And, oh, pack extending. Oh, that is definitely out of play. But good work there by Titan not to get the penalty call. Ludini has pulled the cap, looking for the pivot. Mazzy Scar has to bridge. And Titan gets nailed on the out of play that time. We have a two-town Cider House star pass to Mazzy Scar. And Mazzy Scar is through. All of our star passes brought to you by Two-Town Cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. So we have a power jam. Mystery Machine is standing in the box, but will not get out of the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box before the end of that jam. So that is 8-3. Oh, no, sorry, 11-4. So 48-28 is your score. We have Donna Dangerous on a power start. And here come the Buds ready to pile in. Oh, yeah. Wow. Donna Dangerous with that incredible ability, almost just jumping from one side of the track to the other. Mystery Machine has to reset. Donna Dangerous forced out and recycled. Long recycle. There's the call off. It is in time. 3-0. Triple Eight, another exclusive protective gear sponsor for RCR. The certified sweat saver, developed, tested, and trusted by the best. Next up, we got Gwen Reaper upon that jam on Hawthorne jam line against Rolling Thunder. Gwen Reaper looks for the inside lane, finds a whole lot of, is that Elbow Bell? I think it is. Yes. Rolling Thunder up to the front, working against TNT and Snapdragon and Scar. Oof, that is a tough defense. Oh, no, that's not Gwen Reaper. That's Strawberry Short Fuse. Sorry, 14 and 19 were looking a lot similar from my angle. My bad. That is Strawberry Short Fuse. That is your lead jammer. And Strawberry Short Fuse is through for 4. Frostbite heading to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Rolling Thunder. Strawberry Short Fuse into the pack. 1 point on that second pass, calls that jam. Rowo Wreck Bout in the purple. And we've got an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. Hey kids, age 7 to 17, try Derby for free at Discovery Day on May 4th. Watch a game, learn about Rose City Rollers, try skating. Go to rosecityrollers.com/join to check out Discovery Day. It's also where you can go to find out about Junior Derby Summer Camp. RoseCityRollers.com. 6 weeks of summer camp for ages 7 to 18. 6 different weeks, 6 different age groups. Check that out. Here we go. We got Roro Recce Bout recycled Slaughtermelon 1 to beat. That is Havoc, but Slaughtermelon's, I guess, forearm. Okay. So Roro Recce Bout snagging Lead Jammer. So a little group therapy going on there for the Buds in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Wow. Oh, no. Cherry Bomb, the great stop. Then Havoc just levels Cherry Bomb. So Feisty working the back of the pack. Oh, good offense there from Frostbite, but Cherry Bomb has none of that. Slaughtermelon back in. Frostbite in the back to play some offense again. And Cherry Bomb once again lowering the boom on Roro Recce Bout. That was Jawbreaker with a force out working with Kill Pickle. Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop with hand-dyed yarn, tools, and more, owned by a Buds parent and Wrecker skater. Next up, we're going to see Spitfire, and I believe that is Zodiggity. Billy Fiend and company setting up for the offense, looking to spring Zodiggity. Zodiggity up to the front, pack extending. That is a long pack up at the front. Oh, Spitfire racing through. Spitfire, your lead jammer. That was high risk, high reward. And it did not pay off there for. Wow, Zodiggity. It looked pretty, did not land it. But you gotta love that Zoom Room dog training apex jump. Zoom Room filling the world with happy, tired dogs. Visit their new Hillsboro location. So next up we have in the white, that is Cannonball up against Avery Phylactic Shock in the purple. Here we go. Avery Phylactic Shock up to the front of the pack, meets up with Lucky Harms. Nowhere to go. Cannonball bouncing right into the arms of Scar. And Avery is through. Wow, Lucky Harms. Oh, that was unfortunate. Lucky Harms cleared the way, but Cannonball lost a toe stop. So Cannonball's got to do a little bit of skate repair. There's the call off. WSL Leadership Coaching. Learn how to transform interpersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com. Next up on the Jam on Hawthorne Jam line, we've got Vi and Adri Hill on wheels. Empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Adri Hill on wheels, 1 to beat. Adri is your lead jammer. Vi pulls the cap, trying to get past Nicotine Kills. Now past Elbow Bell. That's an unfortunate duo to try to get past. And Adri Hill on wheels grabbing 4 points. Vi looking for an exit, finding Kill Pickle instead on the inside line. Kill Pickle with a force out. Adri through. We have a star pass. That is Havoc. And that late call-off allows Havoc to grab 3 points. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Menopause Northwest and Portland Vital Signs. Kelly Robinson says, go Ludini. And Ludini going up against, I believe that is Mystery Machine. That is Ludini up to the front. Ludini escaping the pack is your lead jammer. Mystery Machine finding LL Cool Slay and Mazzy Scar at the back of the pack. Is that feisty? That is feisty. That is a tough trio. Here comes Cherry Bomb to play some offense. Trying to give Ludini that escape hatch. That is Fizzgig with that force out and recycle. Good recovery there on the inside of the track by Mazzy Scar. Mazzy Scar just on Mystery Machine like Velcro. Ludini coming in on another scoring pass. And Sherbert bridging. Fizzgig giving Ludini the business up at the front of the pack. Fizzgig with the force out. Long recycle. Fizzgig blowing up LL Cool Slay. And Feisty dumps Mystery Machine. And the pack coming to a standstill in front of that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Mystery Machine pulls the cap, but Sherbert is not in a position to come get it. And Ludini with the call off. Woo! That was a tough 8-point jam. Kerry Jean says, happy 18th birthday, Havoc. Oh, hey. More Havoc family watching from Texas. All right, we got Donna Dangerous, Strawberry Short Fuse. Upon that jam on Hawthorne jam line, there we go. And Strawberry Short Fuse through quickly. Donna gets recycled behind TNT. And Scar just threw TNT into Donna Dangerous, which, you know, if you're trying to slow down Donna, sometimes that's what you got to do. Donna gets the cap away to Team Titan, forces the call off. Good times. Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR since forever. We are coming up on halftime. We're going to have a ceremony at halftime honoring the aging out skaters. That includes So Feisty, Nessie, Elbow Bell, Teen Titan, and Havoc. Rolling Thunder up to the front of the pack. Rolling Thunder, your lead jammer. Row, wreck your bout. Getting wrecked by Elbow Bell. Oh, good offense there from Kill Pickle. Forearm penalty. That's going to send Nessie to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Rowe looking for an exit. Gets a little shove there from Decoy, which is legal if it's your teammate. Oh, did Rowe stick that landing? It looked like it to me. Yes. Wow. Oof. All right. We are at half, 71 for the Roses, 52 for the Buds. I hope you are having a great time because I know I am. We will see you back here in 15 minutes. Have a great little break there.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Inquiry number 80393, company is Seba Guide.
Alrighty. Well, nice happy birthday song for Havoc there. And we are back. Penalty board is 14 for the Buds, just 5 for the Roses, which might explain why the Roses are ahead by 19 points right now. So we're coming back from halftime. 71-52 is your score. We see Zoe Diggity in the purple, Spitfire in the white behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Going to start the second half with one skater in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And there we go. So Diggity finding, Ella Cool Slate. Oh, wow. Zoe Diggity through. Spitfire high block. That is definitely not the way the Buds wanted to start the second half. So power jam for the Roses. Oh, so feisty with that force out. And long recycle on the inside of the track, so Diggity resetting. Spitfire has exited the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Zoe Diggity is through on a second scoring pass. Spitfire is out. There is the call off. There we go. 79-52. That is going to be Avery Lactic Shock, and I believe that is Slaughtermelon. Empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Slaughtermelon up to the front. That is Nicotine Kills for that force out and recycle. Slaughtermelon, your lead jammer. Good work there by Lucky Harms. Nicotine Kills at the back of the pack. Slaughtermelon in on a scoring pass. Pack extending up to the front. Sherbert bridging. And high block. Sending Slaughtermelon to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Avery Lactic Shock out on the initial. Good work there by Teen Titan and Nicotine Kills. Nico bridging. Slaughtermelon back out. Directional play penalty. Sending Lucky Harms to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Wow, Fizzgig. Fizzgig drops Slaughtermelon, comes all the way back on the run back, then plays the offense to unleash Avery Lactic Shock. And that jam comes to an end. And we are going to have an official timeout. Follow and tag at Rose City Rollers on social media to stay in the loop about all things Derby in Portland. And if you're interested in volunteering, being part of this rad community, go to rosecityrollers.com/volunteer. And while you're at rosecityrollers.com, check out our Junior Derby Summer Camp. It's filling up fast. 6 weeks of summer camp for ages 7 to 18. That is 6 individual weeks. Available for all skill levels. Different age groups and skill levels for each week. And we are also in the midst of our junior program fundraiser, Roller Rally. You can support the future of roller derby by donating at rosecityrollers.com/roller rally. And this official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. So we've got Vi and Adri Hell on wheels. Behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. One skater standing in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. 17-5 is the penalty differential. Vi, one to beat. Vi, your lead jammer. Adri working the back of the pack against Skinny and Scar. Good offense there. I think that was Lucky Harms out of the penalty box. Wow, Skinny. Adri Hill on wheels was almost through, and Skinny just said nope. And we've got a star pass. Snapdragon read that perfectly, but Snapdragon picked up a high block. Lucky Harms wearing the star now. Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery. That is John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. Next up, we are going to have, I believe that is Mystery Machine in the purple up against Cannonball in the white. Cannonball looking to power past TNT. I feel like Cannonball and TNT is an explosive combo. Vi looking for an exit, finds Jawbreaker. Great defense by Jawbreaker. Mazzy Scar doing good work. Feisty head in the box on a high block. Cherry Bomb holding on for dear life against Mystery Machine. That 8-point jam puts us at 95-63 in favor of the Roses. 187 killer pads worn by the most pros in the world. If you skate, you know why. Strawberry Short Fuse, Donna Dangerous are the jammers. Got a little group therapy going in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. That is a 3-2 pack advantage for the Roses. And we've got an official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. Ella Coolsley not able to stop Strawberry Short Fuse. Donna Dangerous working to get around Fizzgig. Kill Pickle, great work. Love the effort from Kill Pickle, slowing down Strawberry Short Fuse. Donna Dangerous coming into the pack. Donna Dangerous through for 4. Strawberry Short Fuse running into Sophie. There's the call off. 7-4 on that jam. 102.67 is your score. Roses into triple digits. Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org. Row, Wreck Your Bout, and Ludini are your jammers. For Jam 6, an empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Ludini just powering past Havoc. Saltwater Taffy with a great force out there. There's Nessie in the back now. Oh, good hit. That's going to be just a force out, not a direction of play penalty. Oh, and we got a penalty on Ludini on a track cut. So this is now a power jam for Row Wreck Your Bout, who just tripped on Sherbert. So it's not a penalty if you trip on your own player. Good defense there from Lucky Harms. And all right, who's holding on for dear life now? That is Nicotine Kills, it looked like. Trying to read those numbers at the back of the pack. Ludini is out. That is 4 points. This will be a full 2-minute jam. Ludini coming around for another scoring pass. Oh, Havoc with a force out and a long run back. Time ticking down. And there's a run back there. Another run back. Ooh, double run back. There we go. 8-4 on that jam in favor of the Buds, 106.75. Like to thank Trailhead Credit Union and Secret Aardvark. Zodiggity and Cherry Bomb. I believe this is Cherry Bomb's first time jamming. Zodiggity up to the front of the pack. Great effort there from Scar, but pack finally extended too far. Sorry, that was not Scar, that was Elbow Bell. Scar is on the other team. Ooh, star pass TNT. Oh, run out by, is that Havoc? No, that is Wait, hold on. Let me see the numbers. Oh, 327, Scooby Doom. Saw 7 there. I thought it was Havoc, because Havoc's been all over the place. But no, that was a great play by Scooby Doom. And so Diggity coming around for another scoring pass. We're going to see Rolling Thunder and Avery Phylactic Shock on that jam on Hawthorne. Jam line empty, Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Only 27 total penalties after 42 minutes. Avery Phylactic Shock is your lead jammer. Rolling Thunder looking for an exit, finds TNT instead. Good work there by Billy Fiend. Wow, Fizzgig taking a shot. Rolling Thunder, everybody's taking a shot. Big old waterfall there. LL Cool Slay, looks like Teen Titan. Doing work at the back of the pack on Avery Phylactic Shock. Here comes Jawbreaker out of that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Jawbreaker up to play some offense, trying to free Rolling Thunder. Good awareness from LL Cool Slay to bring that tripod forward once the bridge disappeared. And Avery Phylactic Shock has had enough. Calls that jam. Triple Eight, the certified Sweat Saver helmet is designed for derby, vert ramps, and everything in between. All right, we got Vi in the purple. That is Adrian Helen Wheels in the white. And that is Frostbite sitting alone in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Adrian Helen Wheels taking advantage of the depleted number of roses in the pack. Vi recycled behind Elbow Bell. Elbow Bell just holding that back line. Got a star pass to Havoc. Havoc is through. Adri gets 4 points and calls it. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Lionheart Kombucha and the Portland Mercury. Slaughtermelon in the white. Mystery Machine in the purple. Slaughtermelon up to the front of the pack. Working against Scar. Scar, last line of defense. Holding on. Scar able to keep Slaughtermelon in. Mystery Machine up to the front. That is LL Cool Slay and somebody else. Trying to see that numbers. Wow, great defense from both teams. That's Pancakes up there. Nessie passing off to Slay. Slay passing off to Nessie. Both working in tandem. Mystery Machine struggling against that front pair. Meanwhile, Gwen Reaper trying to keep the bridge from extending. We're a minute in. Nessie, last line of defense, holding on against Mystery Machine. Mystery Machine able to get through, able to get lead. And Slaughtermelon with the force out. Dropped by Scar. Mystery Machine gets 2 points, calls it off, and after a minute and a half of tough jamming against those defenses, I think, 2 points, that's a good amount. I believe that is So Feisty jamming for the first time up against Strawberry Short Fuse. And that is So Feisty. Strawberry Short Fuse gathered in by, I believe that is Cherry Bomb. Feisty is your lead jammer. Feisty being coached by big sister Wicked Willow, while Feisty's other sister is down at the Cactus Cup playing for the Axles of Annihilation at the moment. Here comes Feisty on another scoring pass. Strawberry Short Fuse working the back of the pack in. Jawbreaker, Cherry Bomb. Here comes TNT to blow up that back defense. Wow. So Feisty going for the apex jump, and Kung Fu Skinny just shut that down. Skinny has to rewrap a knee and is back in action. No pack call. And that 15-point jam brings us to 125-98, 27 points separating these two teams with 11 minutes left. So still a close game. Check out all the RCR team merch at rosecityrollers.com/shop and order online so you can rep your favorite teams. Row Wreck Your Bout and Cannonball. Row Wreck Your Bout, wow. Quickly through the pack. Cannonball bouncing one side to another. One to beat. That one is Havoc though. And Havoc, long recycle. And Pack coming to a standstill here at the top of the apex. Rowe getting some offensive help from Billy Fiend. Cannonball up to the front of the pack, but nowhere to go. I believe that was TNT. And Rowe threw on a second scoring pass and calls it. Rebel Heart Therapy sponsored the penalty box, providing individual and relational therapy for Portland's Black Sheep and Unicorns. Currently, that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty. Is that Scooby Doom jamming for the first time? I believe so. As 3-2-7 against 3-2-1. Spitfire jamming for the Buds. Spitfire one to beat. Spitfire is your lead jammer. One of the things I find so impressive about all these Rosebuds is just how talented they are in terms of being able to jam, to block. They really can do it all. Nessie and not sure who else had that force out, but that was Kilpickle. Oh, there's the star pass to Scar. Pack speeding up. Spitfire saying stop. Spitfire grabbing 2 on that last pass, but Scar stealing 4. 137-108. And 2 Buds blockers in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Ludini, Zodiggity, Nicotine Kills, and Cherry Bomb having to contain Zodiggity. Cherry Bomb doing a great work there. Ella Cool Slay already out of the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Zodiggity wanted a hitting it down skater call, I think, but did not get it. Pack extending, Ludini up to the front. Ludini, your lead jammer. Cherry Bomb. Oh, wow. Zodiggity pushing hard. Nicotine Kills that force out and long recycle. Zodiggity still smiling though, re-entering at the back of the pack. Ludini on a first scoring pass. Both defenses tightening down here. And Ludini gets 4 and calls it. Team timeout being called by the Roses. This team timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. Are you interested in sponsoring the Rose City Rollers in 2025? You could have your mission-aligned brand integrated into our vibrant community of skaters, fans, and volunteers. The opportunities are truly endless. Go to www.rosecityrollers.com/our sponsors and email out sponsorship@rosecityrollers.com to learn more. We see Vi and Adri Hell on wheels. Still have a 25-point game with 6 minutes left. In theory, that is one jam, one really good jam. Although it's hard to get a 25 or a 28-point jam against the Rosebuds, even if you are the Rosebuds. Vi, your lead jammer. Lucky Harms, lucky not to get an out-of-play penalty. And Scar with the force out. Adri Hell on wheels recycles. Vi up to the front working against Pancakes. Last line of defense there. Pancakes hanging on. And we've got a Star pass to Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb forced out. Is that Havoc? That is Havoc with that recycle. Working the back of the pack with Billy Fiend and Skinny. Vi dumped to the inside of the track and just calls it. 8 points on that jam. 4.5 minutes left. Rolling Thunder, Aphylactic Shock. Scooby Doom holding on to Rolling Thunder at the front of the pack, but Rolling Thunder moving inside out, outside in, is able to get through. Aphylactic Shock met up at the front by Elbow Bell. Good work there with Mazzy Scar. Offense from Kill Pickle trying to get Rolling Thunder through. Wow. And track cut Rolling Thunder. I think Rolling Thunder thought that was going to be a no pass, no penalty. I saw the aw shucks motion there in the penalty box. Aphylactic Shock looking for an exit from the pack. Offense coming from Decoy and Company, but does Decoy have the star? Decoy does have the star now. That's the great thing about having Decoy as your pivot. You never know who's going to have the star. Will it be the jammer or will it be the Decoy? All right, Decoy working the back of the pack against Elbow Bell. Kill Pickle. Rolling Thunder up at the front of the pack. That is madness. And is that Scooby Doom or Havoc? Scooby Doom. I could see the 7. Now I can see the rest of the number. Decoy dropped by Mazzy Scar, back up. Decoy giving high fives, acknowledging. Yeah, that was a good defense. We are under 2 minutes now. Donna Dangerous, Strawberry Short Fuse are your jammers. Possible last jam. Donna, one of the wiliest jammers I've ever seen. Rose is doing a good job of not giving Donna an inch because you just can't. Track cut. Wow. Great work there by TNT on that run back. Donna just not able to get in. So Strawberry Short Fuse can become lead jammer, still is now lead jammer. Strawberry Short Fuse can end this game by letting the period clock tick down. Donna back on the track. All right, there was the call off with enough time for one more jam. When that jam timer reaches 0, or there will be 1 second left on the period clock, which means that will be the last jam. Mystery Machine and Slaughtermelon. are your jammers. We had a pivot line start there for the pack. That's unusual. Slaughtermelon, one to beat. Slaughtermelon, your lead jammer. Here we go. Slaughtermelon running into Havoc, getting some offensive help from a Saltwater Taffy. We are on jam time. Period clock has expired. I think we have run out of time for the Buds to catch up. Slaughtermelon is fast, but not that fast. Mr. Machine is through on the initial. Oh, wow. Great defense from Scar. Comes Mr. Machine forced out. And Billy Fiend, Havoc, fighting hard at the front of that pack. Gwen Reaper and Scar extending it. And Slaughtermelon just overruns Havoc. We are 10 seconds left in this game, or until Slaughtermelon calls it. And there's the final score. 155 for the Roses, 127 for the Buds. Wow. Well, I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out RoseCityRollers.com for our event schedule to see upcoming games, and we will see you back here later.
Hey folks, did you know know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you covered.